Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So a big question here is, are we rejecting or are we just gathering ourselves for another leg up? So you see the levels we've been watching, and this level to the downside, which is what I'd be expecting support off, is a weekly level at 30470. We did get a close below it, so that's not happening, and then obviously we're looking to get above this level here, which is also a weekly level, which is 3963. So at the moment it is looking like we have a channel of sorts. Sorry, let's move that where we want it. So they're a really messy channel as far as I'm concerned, but if we just drill down, you'll see there are a couple of touches to the downside here. Now we're consolidating with what looks like a flat bottom triangle. It will be a lot clearer on the lower time frames when we get there. But on the other side of this coin is we've closed this gap that we had earlier in the week. We're busy closing that. Sorry, we haven't closed it yet. Yeah, we're still open. So we're trying to close that gap. Are we going to find support there for a move to the upside? We look at the crossover here that's happening on the moving averages. So I'm just going to delete that. It's going to add confusion to our charts. All this chaos here is still no real direction for me. And you can see on the hour as well. So now, if I just drop down to the gap, you can see we did come back and test it, but I want to see a body close on the gap or just below it to close the gap. So that gap is still open. This gap here is still open. So that's another magnet. And now if I just add my next trend line, what does that tell you? That is a flat bottom triangle. So how do we trade this? Quite simple. Break and retest of this area here at 3297. That gives us the opportunity to start looking for a move down, and that move down is going to be about 580 points, and look where that lines up, pretty close to this gap here. Okay, so if we drill down to 15-minute, that's kind of where you're going to be. Yesterday was chaos. I mean, there was genuinely no opportunity here. But what we've got is we've got a crossover of our moving averages at the moment. So any retest of a breakout is basically going to be an opportunity right now. So this is where we are right now. This is what we're trying to target. And then obviously we need to worry about closing the gap on the hour. You can see it's closed on the 15-minute, so probably get a close somewhere down here again. If this maintains, so if this sort of series of lower highs maintains itself, then I'm definitely looking for an opportunity to sell into this. I think this is kind of the short-term top here of this pullback. Wasn't very much. I was expecting a little bit more than that, but anyway. So opportunities for me today would be firstly a break of this area. I don't see, so let me rephrase that. So first things first, we can get a retest up here at 3470. That's definitely something I'll be paying attention to. You can see how we've been swiveling above and below it. So if we can get a retest of that area, and there is a 15-minute level here, so that's the first area. If we get above that, then let's just get this trend line correct, then this trend line would come into play as well. So I just want to see if we line up with anything to the left. There is something there. Put it in. There's our swing high there. So that would line up with that. Nothing really else. So anything in between 3570s and 3470s, that's 100-point range. If we get up into this zone, and we start getting price action, which is inside bars, engulfing bars, or pin bars. And there's such a great example here of what I'm talking about. There is a engulfing bar. There is sort of a half engulfing bar, but it doesn't close at the bottom. Almost an inside bar, but that's more of a piercing bar. But similar kind of thing, you can see it moving down. There's an inside bar there, moving down. There's an engulfing bar there, moving down. There's a double inside bar there, moving down. So that's kind of the structure we're looking for. We're looking for, and there's a pin bar on the opposite side of the equation, moving up. So that's what you're kind of looking for. And if you've got time, if you're 5 minute, 6 minute, 10 minutes, 15-minute charts, 3-minute charts even, are going to offer you the opportunities. You just need to go with the higher trend, which is forming on the 15-minute now, which is down. So a big break below this area here. So 32.92. I'd want to see a big break, pull back, retest this area and reject it, and then start rolling. That's when you're going to be able to jump in, and your target is genuinely going to be this bottom area here, where the gap is at 29,676. So that is a fairly decent trade, 500 odd pips. So pay very close attention here. Okay, that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. If we start breaking these swing highs here, then it's time to get out of it, because then I think we're going to be heading back to 39.63. So nothing confirmed yet, nothing really rock solid as to which direction we're going. Kind of sideways, but sideways to down channel this. So if we do break, you've got a decent move to the downside. It's just that we're above the moving averages, so probably be a little bit messy as the bulls try and keep the heads above water here. Okay, anyway, that's kind of me today. Be careful, keep those stops really tight, and don't be afraid to take them. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.